Israel to close Al Jazeera news network. Israel has initiated a significant crackdown on the Qatar-based news network Al Jazeera, officially closing its operations within the country. The decision was announced by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who declared Al Jazeera a channel of incitement and a threat to national security. The closure was effected through the confiscation of broadcasting equipment, revocation of journalists' credentials, and the blocking of Al Jazeera's cable and online presence in Israel. Netanyahu's administration has accused Al Jazeera of being a mouthpiece for Hamas and inciting violence against Israeli Defense Forces (IDF). The action follows a recently passed law that permits the Israeli government to shut down foreign media outlets deemed as national security threats. This law has empowered the Prime Minister and the Communications Minister to execute temporary closures of such networks. The impact of this decision was immediate, with Israeli cable providers ceasing to broadcast Al Jazeera by late Sunday afternoon, replacing its transmission with a message confirming the government's directive. Furthermore, Israeli forces were documented enforcing the closure at Al Jazeera's facilities in Jerusalem. Al Jazeera has vehemently denied the accusations from the Israeli government, defending its journalistic integrity and the professionalism of its operations. The network emphasized its commitment to truthful reporting, despite facing significant challenges, including harm to its journalists. Al Jazeera highlighted the dangers its journalists in Gaza face, with several injuries and fatalities reported among its staff since the latest conflict began on October 7. In response to the shutdown, Al Jazeera called on international media and human rights organizations to denounce Israel's aggressive actions against the press. The network stressed that the closure is an infringement on the fundamental human right to access information and a blatant attempt to suppress free press coverage of Israeli activities in Gaza. Global reactions were swift and critical. The Secretary General's spokesperson expressed firm opposition to the move, underscoring the essential role of a free press in democratic societies. The Foreign Press Association in Israel labeled the day of the closure as a dark day for democracy, voicing concern for the implications this has on all media freedom advocates. Moreover, Human Rights Watch described the action as an assault on freedom of the press, with their regional director urging Israel to cease its offenses in Gaza rather than stifling media coverage. The closure of Al Jazeera comes at a crucial time as ceasefire negotiations continue in Cairo, with Qatar playing a central role in mediating discussions between the conflicting parties. The technical details of a potential agreement are being hashed out, although finalizing the deal could take additional time. This episode marks a significant escalation in Israel's stance on international media coverage within its borders, setting a precedent that could affect future operations of other foreign news outlets in the region. The move has been met with international condemnation and raises serious questions about the balance between national security and press freedom. Follow the channel to receive the latest information. 3.